In today's GTA Online video, I'll be showing you guys a really underrated money method that you guys should be able to do at any rank. This will make you guys a really surprising amount of cash, especially in this event. So yeah, without any further ado, let's dive into the video. So first things first, we need to talk about which money method this is, and it will be the pizza delivery missions with some double money and RP. I will be sharing some really nice tips, obviously showing you guys the payouts for these things, and towards the end of this video, just give my honest opinion and why you guys probably want to try this at least once. To start a pizza delivery mission, you want to head over to one of 3 different restaurants. You can find them by opening your map. It will not matter which restaurant you start at. When you get right outside, you can then press right on the D-pad and begin delivering pizzas. Once in the delivery missions, you will have a whole 10 minutes to deliver 5 pizzas, and this is because of the hot and fresh bonus. With the double money and RP, this will get you an additional $20,000. So every time you guys do this, you always want to try and get the hot and fresh bonus. You will probably also notice that there is no time limit, and you might be thinking, where did I get this 10 minutes from? Essentially, it is on the heat bar. This heat bar will be 10 minutes long in total, therefore you will only have 10 minutes to deliver 5 pizzas. Now with every sort of delivery mission like this, you always want to go to the closest customers first, and sort of make sure that you don't go back on yourself. Also trying to take shortcuts where possible will really help you guys, and you should be able to do this really fast. If you do find that the original pizza delivery bike is extremely slow, there is a really nice tip that I can give you, and that is to try and purchase the Pagasi Pizza Boy delivery bike. It does not honestly cost that much. You will be able to make this money back in no time using the pizza delivery missions. You can also unlock the trade price by completing 5 of the deliveries and getting the hot and fresh bonus. The trade price is just super affordable. Even without the trade price, you should be able to get this, and the primary reason you want to try and get the vehicle is because you can throw on some upgrades, for example the turbo, engine upgrade and brakes, and when you guys have this, you will be able to automatically use it every time you guys do a pizza delivery mission, which I think is honestly such a nice thing that Rockstar have done. The default bike is just not fast enough in my opinion, and the turbo really does make a difference, even things like the engine upgrade as well. In no time whatsoever, you should be able to deliver all 5 pizzas with the hot and fresh bonus. When you guys have completed your final delivery for the first restaurant, you will then get the payout, and the payout is just really nice. I mean, $43,000 for just under 10 minutes of time whilst doing this completely solo. This is definitely a really nice solo money method this week, especially for those of you guys out there who do not own any other businesses. And just keep in mind, this is only for one restaurant. We can now head over to the second restaurant, rinse and repeat this whole process, and once these delivery missions are completed, you will see that I make another $43,000 roughly. So in little under 20 minutes, we are already up to $80,000, and getting round to the final and third restaurant, completing all 5 of them again with the hot and fresh bonus, we make another $43,000, almost getting you guys $130,000 in total. Now, like many things in GTA Online, these things will have different cooldowns. So once you have completed, for example, the first restaurant's deliveries, this restaurant will then close down for a specific amount of time. Not too long ago in GTA Online, these cooldowns were absolutely ridiculous at 48 minutes long, so you would have to wait a whole 48 minutes before it opened again. But I did manage to find some information on this, and it looks like Rockstar did change this cooldown to 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, the first restaurant you started at will open, which will mean that you can pretty much go through all of the restaurants again and not really experience any cooldowns. You guys will be able to see that I completed the third restaurant, and once I opened my map, this first restaurant and also second restaurant were already open, meaning that I could rinse and repeat the whole thing again. So now that is really the basics and pretty much most of the things for this money method covered. So now we need to talk about some different unlocks. Of course, we already covered one of the unlocks, and that was the trade price for the pizza boy, and there is also a clothing unlock where you guys have to complete 50 deliveries, and that will unlock you the pizza this outfit. I think this is a really solid outfit, and completing 50 deliveries, especially with the new adjusted cooldown period of only 5 minutes, should honestly not take you guys long whatsoever. And just bear in mind, you are roughly making $130,000 every half an hour or so, and that will really add up in the long run. In total, after about 25 minutes, I completed all 3 restaurants. It is also worth mentioning that the restaurants do have some different delivery points, and from what I have experienced, they are pretty randomized. Some of them will take a little longer than others, and sometimes you might not even complete the hot and fresh bonus, depending where you guys go on the map. But if you do manage to pick up the Pagasi Pizza Boy, fully customize it, and make sure that you are pulling wheelies when delivering pizzas, you should not have too many problems with this. For my honest opinion on this money method, I do actually think it is pretty viable enjoyable, especially for those of you guys who do not own any businesses, like I've already mentioned. Another reason you might want to do this is for the clothing unlock or the trade price for the pizza boy. Of course, the cash incentive as well is pretty alright. It's obviously not going to make you guys millions of dollars unless you absolutely grind this. But let's say, for example, you guys have no cash whatsoever. You are maybe just starting out GTA Online, maybe on a new character. This could be a really nice thing to do this week. Maybe even save up for one of the high-end apartments which have a 30% discount, and you can then take advantage of the heist bonus this week on the original heists. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to hear your thoughts on this money method. Have you guys done pizza deliveries before? I still think it is pretty enjoyable. I usually get quite bored doing all of the other stuff, especially the KO Preco heist recently. I have done this so many times, so it is really nice to just turn my brain off and do some really standard things like this. These things are extremely similar to the taxi work. However, at least in my opinion, I do think that pizza delivery is better. Both of these things do have their different advantages. I also believe with taxi work, you can use a custom taxi if you guys have the arena wall leveled up or something. That is something that I have not played around with. I have rarely touched the arena wall. I just could not really get into it. Another really nice thing that you guys could pair with the pizza delivery missions is just one other business. You guys could, for example, make some really nice money from pizza delivery first, and then invest this into possibly an acid lab. That would be a really nice start. Even some of the MC businesses could be potentially good. You really just want something that makes you guys money in the background. Another really nice option would be the nightclub. However, with the nightclub, you will probably then need to get the MC businesses, or at least the best ones, in turn making the nightclub more efficient. The bunker as well will be a nice option, and that will pretty much be the only way that you will be able to make millions of dollars by just pairing money methods. And I think this is pretty standard across GTA Online. But even without the assist of these different businesses, just doing the pizza delivery alone can make you guys a lot of money. I'm not really sure who is paying this much money for pizzas. It is definitely interesting, but if you do get bored and want to maybe do something new, I would actually highly recommend this. And also, do not forget about the other bonuses this week. We did have some really nice things, specifically the original heist, which I have just mentioned, but even some of the new community series will be super fun to play, and they also have triple money and RP this week. Now, just before we close this video out, I want to quickly mention that I will have the Don't Miss Out video tomorrow, just going through all of the best things from the event, just in case you guys miss out or something. Some people have asked me in the past why I do it on Monday, and the main reason for this is pretty much the exact title. It is so that you guys don't miss out. If I released a video on Wednesdays or something, you would not be able to do the weekly challenge, for example, maybe even the LS Car Meet prize ride, because sometimes these things can take multiple days to do. So definitely make sure that you guys stay tuned to the channel for this. I try to aim and drop videos every single day at the exact same time. So if you guys like the content, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video, and leave a like if you guys enjoyed this one. I really do appreciate it. And last but not least, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.